Good morning, America does earthquakes. Too bad they didn't put it into perspective by saying that there's been more activity than usual this week around the world.
And we say good morning to all of you out there. I'm Chris Cuomo, joined this morning with 2020's Deborah Roberts. Diane and Robin are off today. It's Friday, April 18th, 2008. The news, obviously, this morning, an earthquake in Illinois. People in Illinois and Indiana, as far away as Chicago, feeling the tremors, literally shaken awake. Here's what we know right now, that the earthquake centered in West Salem, Illinois. It's about 240 miles from Chicago. There, the skyscrapers were shaken by this. 5.4 on the Richter scale. That would tie the biggest earthquake ever in Illinois, which happened in 1968. Damage reports are coming in. You're looking at Louisville, Kentucky, where they say they had damage.
Right. You can see it a little bit right there on the ground, and we don't know. The reports are still coming in, Chris, but the tremor was felt, for miles and miles around. I mean, as you said, Chicago. We're going to hear more about the damage. Also, we're going to hear from some people who actually experienced these. Emails are coming in, folks telling us what this was like this morning. Very strange.
Online people are coming in. The information is new. We have someone on the phone, Mark Glover. He's the news director of our ABC affiliate News 25 in Evansville, Indiana. He felt it at home. Mr. Glover, thank you for joining us. Take us through it.
Hi, Chris. Really not much more unsettling feeling than to be woken up with your house shaking around you, but that's what happened this morning. It was about a little after 4:30. I was absolutely in the dead of sleep and just start feeling this shaking of the house, and you sit up for a second wondering if really what you're feeling is actually going on, that it's an earthquake, but it just kept going and going. My wife and I got up. We got our 5-year-old out of bed. It was her first experience like this. We kind of moved to the front of the house out on the porch to just try to get away from everything that may fall. But it seemed like it went on forever. It felt really like about 30 seconds. I think some reports are saying that it may have lasted only 10 seconds, but it felt a lot longer than that.
It's more than long enough when you're at home in your bed and you're not used to this. Although Illinois does have a history with these things, it's interesting. We're hearing far away in Chicago they're feeling. Now, you were 40 miles northwest of where it actually hit, so it makes sense that you were feeling something. But as far as 350 miles away, we're hearing now. In Milwaukee, Wisconsin, they felt this. What are your reporters telling you about damage, people hurt by this? Any word yet?
We have scattered crews all over the place, Chris, and we're getting calls, particularly as you might expect, from our Illinois counties closer to where the epicenter was. The fact that there have actually been several calls. One of the callers we put on the air said that they felt as many as 6 aftershocks. We're not hearing, fortunately, anything about dramatic damage at this point. We have heard about some cracks in walls and some things falling off of walls. But in terms of any injuries or any really major damage of that sort, we haven't heard anything like that, fortunately, yet.
And importantly, everybody's okay in the Glover household?
A little shaken. Little Sydney's got something to remember now, but fortunately, yeah, we're okay.
All right. Mark Glover, thank you very much. Appreciate the early reporting on this. So the question of why in Illinois, does this make any sense?
You wouldn't associate this area with earthquakes.
That's right. It does have a history, but of course, Sam knows a lot more about this, so let's get over to Sam. Sam, what do we know about why this happened?